Hi, happy Monday. I'm delighted to be sitting here amongst all these beautiful daffodils. This is Daffodil Trail. It's one of the Summit County Metro Parks, a small little metro park in, I guess that would be the north side of Richfield. So you can check your Summit County Metro Park map and see if you can find it, and come on out before the daffodils are all done with us. But today they're beautiful, and I'm pleased to be here with you. Here's the word box. Let's take a moment and see what the word of the week will be for this week. Yeah, looking forward to some inspiration for this sunny day. And the word of the week is silence. Silence. Ooh, a lofty goal for the springtime when I feel like all of the ideas in my mind are just bubbling up with such enthusiasm that my mind is really chatty with optimism and potential and excitement for all of the awakening that I'm feeling in my life this spring. And to be honest with you, a little bit chatty with some of the resistance and the bubbling up of the things that you would put in that category of fear or obstructions to what I'd like to create. So silence would be a real, that would be a blessing for me. That would be a blessing. And in that silence, I'm sure I would find some clarity. So this is a good week for me to work with silence. I hope it's a good week for you as well. And although you might expect me to go into a meditation around a word like silence, I think I'm going to take you into a balancing asana. I find that balancing asanas are exactly like what I'm experiencing right now. Like a little bit wobbly, but full of levity. And so like my new ideas, there's optimism and float to them, to a balancing asana, but also like this time of year with all these new ideas and that lofty floating sensation is that little bit of, oh no, shaky, wobbly instability. And that's how great things happen. And the beauty of balancing asanas, I feel, is that when I'm working the float against the wobble, I come right to present moment. And that present moment, that little sliver of right now, is the silence. And that's the crown jewel of balancing asanas. And that's the sensation I'd like to share with you today. So I'm going to set the block aside and hop up here. I think I'll offer you airplane pose today, and I'm going to offer it to you in a step forward. So I'm going to come back here to about the edge of the, the camera view and align myself with hands at heart center. It's important for me to anchor into the stable foot. And so I'm going to find 2 feet underneath me, and then when I lift my right foot and extend my leg, my foot's going to be flexed so that when I take my step, I establish a root system through this foot and a foundation that I can trust that will be stable for me. And so just a pause here, a breath in, tall, and exhale, step. And so heel to ball of the foot, that anchors down, and I can begin to tip and dip. Now I'm going to work a little bent knee action here because that really helps me. My SI joints are a little wonky, and if I go stiff and straight into a balancing asana like airplane, I might miss out on the opportunity to find square hip alignment and true length down the back leg. And so as I bend the right knee, I can drop the left hip just a little bit and feel for that magic mark where I've got full action down both legs to support me. I'm going to let my hands draw back so that my heart can flow forward on an inhale. And every time I breathe out, I'm exhaling through the left heel behind me and through the right heel underneath me. And I'm going to work that breath. There's a little breeze here, so I feel like I'm flying. Whoa. Aha, boom. There we go. There we go. It's silent until it's not anymore, and then I'm back to being me, and all the better for having known that quiet, still moment of silence. And think about it this week. Where can you catch that? Can you catch that pure presence amidst what you're creating and what you're kind of working the edginess with? So silence is the word of the week. Have fun with that, and I wish you well. Namaste.